Hello team, I'm back again. I've had a quick bit of dinner and I'm down to finish putting the last signature into this little journal. So as you know, I've stitched in the first signature. Went a bit wonky, so I'm putting this one in next to it. I've just drawn a line down the middle and then I'm using my finger just to squish that down so that I can actually get this where I want it this time. So I'm just going to I'm just going to clip that in place. That, and I'm stitching in that kind of ditch in there, so I'm actually going to fold him up there like that, and I'm just going to clip these together. Use these. I like these because you can then, once they're on, fold them down and it just gives you that bit of extra strength, keeps it in place better. You have the sticky down bits as well. There we go. Okay, there and there. I'm just going to pop those ones down. That one down. Did I even catch the back? Yes, I did. Move it up a little bit so I can actually stitch. So I need to make sure that I'm stitching through the back and not catching the other signature. So I have my thread, brown. You know it's brown. I'm going to pop my little felt board underneath, my wool board underneath. Trim off my end with my scissors and stitch this one in place, and I hope you can see just how easy peasy this is. I'm going to start in here. I need my I need my thimble because otherwise it does that and you slip off. And these are really sharp needles, which sounds a bit silly to say that, but they're really sharp. So I'm actually just going to go back one. I'm just making sure I'm not catching the other signature when I go through, up through there. And I can check that by, oops, just having a little look. Yeah, we're all good. Haven't caught it? No. Going down, missing that, going straight down. Put my finger there, I won't stitch it, will I? There we go, straight down through there. And again, straight stitches. No skill required other than being prepared to have a go. So they're talking about cars upstairs. I lost the will to live. My youngest son is at that point where he wants to buy a car. And of course, if you're an Australian 17-year-old male, the only consideration is a ute, which, you know, is big and expensive to insure and run, but, you know, what can you do? They won't listen. You will have to find that out the hard way. Down through there. Now let's just see. See, I'm actually there. I could go a little bit closer, but I also want room for this to close, so I'm glad I'm not going up through the ticking of the other ticking, the blue ticking. I'm just making sure that, yep, go straight through there. Go in there, you. And I think one line of stitching is plenty. I don't need to fill in the gaps and go back and do another line. That's working fine. It's very secure. This thread's very strong. Again, just checking. Yep, it's gone through into the gap. Up we go. So I'm making these a little bit smaller, but I'm still not trying to be too even. They're, you know, even-ish. Not even. Oops, let me get rid of that one. Okay, just pull my needle out. I think I can thread it in place. Let's see. Because I've just got that right where I want it. There we go. Ooh, it feels like it was harder to go through. Let's just check. This is the start of the next one. No, we're good. We're good, we're good. Okay, and back up. And I can pretty much take these off now because nothing is going to move because there's quite a few stitches there. So I'm just making sure I want to go there. Perfect. I can actually go a little bit further over into there. That's it. And again, I'm not worried about what's happening on the other side because the outside, the cover of this journal is really busy, slow stitching, and a few stitches here and there will not detract from it at all, and they won't stand out at all. Let's go into there. And up again. So I need to not stay too late tonight. I've been having too many late nights down here and I'm too old. I don't pull up very well the next morning. So I'm going to finish stitching this. I'm going to put some videos up and then I'm going to head upstairs. I went to the library yesterday, so I've got a whole bag of new books and I'm going to pop into bed and read and slow my brain down a bit. When you're on speed dial all the time, it's very hard to slow down sometimes. Perfect, this is working really well. So I am just staying pretty much to the lines, not exactly, but it's just a guide to make sure I want it to fold decently. So I wanted the line in the middle, but it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. Again, straight-ish. So this is, there we go, I can go right into there actually. Rid of you. Now, where's my needle gone? Then I can come back up. I can actually come back over here because that's where the gap is. Let's have a look, I'll show you. See, there's my gap there, which is just pretty much straight down from there. This is going to be lovely when it's all full of stuff, and bumpy and delicious. Through there, and then I'm pretty much ready to tie off. Of course I had to lose the needle again, just one more time. Oh. There we go. So one more for good luck, and then I'm going to tie that off. So again, I'm going to tie that off by coming back up and just kind of losing it in the middle of those signatures, and then just tying it quite securely. A couple of knots in the same, couple of stitches in the same place, and then I'll actually tie a little knot again because it's, you know, it actually is going to get some work done to it. You know, I'll be opening and closing this a lot. Okay. So let's see, here's the big reveal. Are you ready? Take this one off, get rid of that one. Gorgeous, I love it. So there is my little duck. It's open. So now I'm going to quickly just run an iron over that and that will disappear. Let's have a look. It's looking gorgeous. Look at all the fun I'm going to have in here. So that's the first lot of signatures. And I love that they're all different sizes and shapes and what have you. And of course I won't be able to put a doily on because I would have had to do that before I stitched it together. So we've just moved on from that. Leave that in the rearview mirror. This one's a little bit big. I'll wait and see. I might fold it in or do something, so I won't cut it just yet. And then there is the back. So how lovely is that? So this is going to be a little working journal for me to, and actually I'm just going to stitch this whole thing in there next as well. So this will be so easy because I just use these See the holes, works really easily. So they're both going to be finished. So thanks so much for popping in. I'm going to pop off now and put up a video. And the next ones that I do, the next videos I do of this will be doing some little collages inside. So thanks so much for popping in and watching.